our healthcare professionals, I've asked them to be here on the days that we've asked folks to cancel their holidays and to close down businesses. So to be here today is a joyous time, Minnesota. We're not done with this yet, but I think there's every reason for us to be super optimistic. I think the questions are being asked: when are we going to go back to baseball games? When are we going to be on the boats? When that's going to happen? I'm certainly pleased to have my eighth grader back in school. I'm sure that there are thousands of Minnesota parents in the same boat. When this started, we didn't know. We didn't know would or if we didn't even know if we would get a vaccine. And now to have one that's so effective and have it rolling out, now we're about 60 days into this process and be so far along. Now we're talking weeks, not months or years till this thing is over. And then we have to, and I'm going to make my plug for this, we have to recover from this. We have to learn some of the things that we learned during this, but we have to make sure that those who are hurt the most by this, that we do everything to bring them back up, get our students back up, think about summer learning, all of those things. And we think about those small businesses who, again, as I said, they turn to the courts, they turn to ways in every way they can, because what they're expressing is real. To ask them to slow that curve and keep people out of the hospitals had an economic impact. Now, here's my hope. We'll find out more tomorrow. We'll be back with you on a budget. We'll find out what the budget numbers are. And it sounds incredibly hopeful that over the next week or two, we will see the federal package become finalized, signed into law, and then come to the states. All of those things will be coupled with this acceleration. They're going to help us with vaccines. They're going to help us more with testing, and they're going to help us with some of the recovery efforts around schools and small businesses. So quite honestly, it's amazing. It's 1 year to the day that we saw those first symptoms show up in the first Minnesota patient. A few days later, we announced it, and here we are now with the end in sight. So Minnesotans, thank you for the sacrifices. Again, we share the deep condolences of those who did not come through this, but every day we're bringing more and more along, and our summer's right around the corner. Thanks, everybody.